Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Yay! Today has been a very restful, meditative morning where I just got to listen to beautiful music and read really nice theories and ideas on life and creative people. And it brought me to the air element card, which I thought, air is thoughts and ideas and perceptions. And how are we looking at the day? Are we looking at it with courage and optimism and love and beauty and feeling like we live in a time of stability and we're experiencing life through beautiful senses, really taking time to taste our food, look at beautiful flowers, listen to music that really is soothing and calming and restful, which will bring us to this wishing us health in everything, health, mental health. Like, what are you partaking in terms of television shows or news or podcasts? Where is your focus in terms of developing a sense towards things that bring high vibrations, right? One thing I don't really tackle or tap into first thing in the morning or late at night is any kind of world news that is detrimental to good sleep or starting my day pressurized or negative with things, tragedy, so on and so forth. That's why I love, there's this really great thing on IG called the Good News Movement. And it's so fantastic. It's about, people that have great financial breakthroughs, so they go back to their old neighborhoods and they set up all these great parks and schools, and it's about giving back, and people, they're retiring and the company does something just really special and surprises them with something great, and it makes me feel really great mentally. And it starts at the top. It really does. Our mental health is greatly affected by what we allow in: people, places, things, news, podcasts, all kinds of things, the stores we go to. Let me give you a particular. Have you ever gone in, say, a really beautiful crystal shop, and it's spacious and there's lots of air and there's beautiful music and it smells like lavender and it's delicious? You have a certain type of experience in that, right? You feel restful, you feel at peace. Now, think of another store, maybe a dollar store or a grocery store, anything, say closer to Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving. The hecticness, the pace, the people, the pressure that people are under, it's a much different experience. So remember the last time you went into a certain store, the mood that it created for you, and if it's a good one, continue to kind of, go to those places that lift you up and you get excited but are also restful and peaceful. That's why I like bookstores. And I feel like I got really lucky in my first pregnancy. I was working for Walden Books and I always felt so peaceful in that store. We always played peaceful music. It always smelled like books. People were really excited about things. It was a fantastic environment. I loved it. And because of that, I had really good health because I never felt like hostility or craziness. People don't usually rush into a bookstore and want to get a bunch of books. They want to take their time to read, and have that experience. So also, what are you partaking in terms of your nutrients? Is it mainly things growing off trees, the ground, fruit, vegetables, things of that nature? Your pace, how are you pacing yourself? Do you give yourself plenty of time for relaxation, good meals, good digestion, very calm atmospheres? I like to create a calm atmosphere even in my car. If I know there's going to be traffic or something, I'll play hilarious, funny people podcasts. I'll laugh my buns off all the way home from wherever I'm going. I will listen to people that I find really intriguing, intelligent, smart, emotionally connected, things of that nature. And discovery. Are you curious about new things? Are you curious? Do you want to maybe learn a little bit about a language or some concept that's out there? I'm now trying to teach myself a little bit more about banking, finance, and all my devices, because I don't like to get caught up in those glitches where they're like, oh, do you have this number and that? Like Ian showed me how to compartmentalize all my special passwords into one place for quick access, things like that. And to discover that we can be, really responsible in those areas, whether it's financially responsible. And I also call it bureaucratic responsibility. Is your car registered? Is your license? Because just this morning I realized I have my licenses, but none. I don't think any are current that I have the physical license of. So I need to order another one of that. So just discovering new areas of ourselves and where we can be more responsible, where we can have more joy, more fun. Versatility, nurturing ourselves, pride in what we're doing, confidence, great self-image. What have you discovered about yourself that gives you a great self-image? Is it when you're studying and learning and growing and implementing self-care, things of that nature? But definitely 100% for all of you guys. I am wishing you all health, mental, spiritual, physical, all of that. Now, when the weather is really weird where I live, it goes really warm, and then there's these cold snaps in the morning. Dressing appropriately and looking out for ourselves, getting those vitamins in, restful cups of tea, recharging, good rest, all of that. And this really, the air element has to do with all of this. Our thoughts, how do we conceptualize, ourself, the world, our place in it. And this is really a time too, I love this. I feel like coming up, next month being Valentine's Day, a lot of kind of like scrutinizing where you are at certain relationships, because I always do feel like it's the love month, but this is all your relationships, your friendships, your business relationships, your romantic relationships. Where do you need better communication? Where do we need to display more love language and show our care, concern, love, and someone that we really value them? But first and foremost, yourself, okay? This is wonderful exploration for independence and having these progressive imaginings. Like, I see myself there and I'm going to get there. So I'm going to do all I can to. So I'm going to journal. I'm going to affirm it. I'm going to visualize it. And then I'm going to see these things come to pass. And also recognizing for like myself personally, I recognize I wasn't having great utilization of my time, having gotten up early this morning. I got sucked down the rabbit hole of all different things. Websites, and then all of a sudden I recognized that I wasn't feeling super energetic like I was when I woke up, and I was like, you're just on devices, and you're on two different devices, and you're dividing your attention, and that can be a drain. So if you notice yourself doing things, shopping, just digital shopping, but not really getting anything, because now with emails and all of these IG things, there's all these distractions that kind of pull you in that direction, and then hours can just go and evaporate. So having careful watch on how we spend our time and how it affects our energy, that's also going to be very, very helpful. I know when I listen to funny things and I'm moving and I'm involved in things that have to do with artistry or creation, I feel good and upbeat. And I feel like I can emerge out of those rabbit holes and change my whole energy and recycle up by just recognizing, oh, you don't need to be looking at this. That's not going to do you any good. And any form of joyful expression, laughing, painting, just being aware of, what is, again, a heater and what is a drain for you, and moving towards that heater so you can stay inspired. So my beauties, that is what you're meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.